Hello, my friends. I'm out in the forest today again. I thought I would connect with you and share some information about manifestation. And I had a really great client meeting yesterday. It was beautiful. And this client asked, asked, mentioned, shared their insight into their challenge or situation that they're going through emotionally, internally, and how they don't want it to reflect in with the universe, with the law of attraction, with manifestation. And it's something I've actually also been very worried about or even questioned if my attitude or if my energy or perceptions or emotions when I go through challenging times are actually going to affect my manifestation. So the answer is, well, it's a bit of yes and no. When you connect with what you want, with your future goal, and that's the most important part, making sure that you know what you want, making sure that you know your future, your goals, that is key. And by that, I mean knowing visually sensing it, knowing it internally, having the gut feeling, your intuition letting you know that yes, this is where you're going, or this is what you feel drawn to, this is what you want. And also feeling. The feeling part is so crucial. Sometimes we can connect with what we want as our future goal, and we might say, yeah, it'll feel good to be there, but we really need to intrinsically feel it in ourselves. We need to really feel like we're already there, or really connect with the feeling of our future. And when you know what you want, you know it from an internal standpoint and an internal standpoint and an intellectual knowing. It's so important because the decisions that you're going to make moving forward are going to be part of you reaching that goal, are going to be part of you making decisions based on you knowing what you want essentially and where you're going. That's why it's so key. Otherwise, you're going to have things show up in your life and you might make decisions with some uncertainty, or it might seem good at the time to make a choice in that direction. Therefore, it may only satisfy a certain aspect of that moment in time, rather than taking you towards your complete goal, your end goal. That is key. That's number one. The second is, if you have a bad day, if you're going through transformation, and when you're manifesting, you usually come from a place of transformation. You usually come from a place of your soul, yourself saying, I'm done. I don't want this life anymore. I want something better. I feel called to something more meaningful, or whatever it is for you. Then you are naturally going to go through challenges. You're naturally going to go through days or weeks that are uncertain, that are difficult, that are upsetting, that are confusing. Don't feel like you are stopping your manifestation or sending the wrong signals out to the universe. You're not, because you need to go through that transformation. And sometimes we are really hard on ourselves. I just wanted to make sure I'm still alone here on my speech. We want to make sure that we give ourselves the space to go through the transformation. And remember, I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but I say it often, that things need to fall apart in order for us to rebuild, especially when we're manifesting. And that also includes ourselves. It also includes ourselves internally and, of course, externally, relationships, practical, the spiritual, the emotional, all of it needs to start to shift and needs to start to change. And so if you find that you're having a really negative time, or frustrated or upset or anything of that nature, don't worry if it's going to upset or get in the way of the manifestation that you want, or upset the trajectory that you're putting yourself towards. The universe already knows. You've already sent it out there energetically. You've already said, this is what I want, this is who I am, this is where I'm going. It's there. You just have to be open for the how. So don't worry about how things are going to line up. We actually have to be more expansive and more open for those experiences, right? So again, know your goal, make decisions accordingly, but also let go of the how things are going to line up. And if you're having a bad day or a bad week, don't beat yourself up. You have to go through this. It is part of the transformation, and it's also part of your growth and part of your learning that is going to get you to where you want to go. That's all lining you up. And I know oftentimes it gets very confusing, and I mean, I've spoken about this a lot, but that is part of the process. That is part of the process. And then one day you're going to look back and you're going to say, well, that wasn't so bad. And I know now I see why all that had to happen, and I get it. And it allowed me for this time to purge the old and step into something new. So that is very much part of our journey. All right, I think that's all I wanted to say today. That's pretty much it. A very quick little video, quick segment. I hope you are doing very well. I am going to record another video here in the same location on a different subject, but I just wanted to share this information with you in case you are going through some of those questions, and don't put pressure on yourself during this journey. And I've done that myself. I've really done that, where I have felt that, yeah, if I've gone through a difficult time, or I've really been in the ditch, as I call it, for maybe weeks, I felt like I was, yeah, sure, maybe I was delaying the process, but it had to happen. All of that had to happen. I had to go through major, massive transformation. So it is what it is. I mean, we can't really do too much about it other than just allow for the process to happen, but yet still stay on track with our goal and go deeper within and reflect within as to what is coming up, how to move away from it, how to change perception and our reactions as quick as possible. That is the biggest key. It is work, but we figure this out as we go along, right? And it becomes easier and easier, I promise. All right, my loves, I'm wishing you a fabulous day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.